How to fix the blinking white light on the Xfinity router. So there are a few methods to do that, so make sure to watch until the end of this video and let me know in the comments which one worked for you. So let's get started with the video. So the first thing that you need to do is to check for internet outage. So whenever a connection is lost, start by checking for the local network outage or if any maintenance work is in progress. You should embark on this as you might keep inspecting the modem when it's not at fault anyway. Ask your neighbors if they are facing similar issues. You can call your internet service provider to get an update or follow the process below. So you're gonna have to log in to the Xfinity mobile app or web interface ad, and on the dashboard check for any notice indicating service outage. The estimated time duration for the connection to come back online is also mentioned there, and if there is no such notice, the outage might not be the reason behind the white light blinking. Now, the second one is to check for loose or damaged cables. So loose or damaged cables can break or weaken the connection. Even a slight misalignment can disrupt the connection. So remove the internet cable from the back of your modem, check for wear and tear and replace it with a new one if any. Try a new cable to rule out a bad cable as the problem. Inspect the connectors at both ends of the cable for bent or broken pins. If everything seems in optimal condition, proceed to the next step. So the next step is power cycle internet equipment. Power cycling is more than just turning the device off and on. If all your cables seem in mint condition, perform the step and watch the magic unfold in front of your eyes. What happens actually? There's a potential for a lot like clearing the cache memory and letting the modem start fresh, clearing out the temporary glitches, refreshing the network, and allowing the modem to check for and install any available updates. So you're gonna have to disconnect the Xfinity gateway from the power source, let the device completely turn off for at least a minute, then replug the connections. Wait for a few seconds until the lights on the XFi gateway are stabilized, and you should now check if your connection has been restored. Now, if the issues persist, you're gonna have to continue to the next step. So the next step is to test a wired connection. The internet is accessible through wireless or a wired connection. If your internet isn't working, I would recommend testing it in a wired mode to determine if the problem lies with the service provider or the device itself. So plug one end of the internet cable into the device and the other end to a PC. Check if the system detects any connection. Open the browser and try browsing a web page. If it works and the connection is working fine, the issue is with the Wi-Fi gateway's wireless functionality. You may want to consider using a third-party router and put the XFi gateway in bridge mode. Now, if you still have problem, you're gonna have to continue with the next step, which is check for modem overloading. If your modem is handling more traffic and devices than its stipulated capacity, it gets overloaded. It turns, resulting in a white light that flashes constantly. You need to disconnect some devices and see if it resolves the issues. So you're gonna have to access the Xfinity admin panel by logging onto your mobile app or web interface. Browse the dashboard for internet settings and select it. There you'll find an option to view your connected devices under a section labeled Connected Devices or Device List. Clicking on it displays the list of currently connected devices. Browse through the list and remove any unknown or unwanted devices. Even then, if the number surpasses the stipulated limit, you probably need an upgrade. Otherwise, the white light should get stable. If so, ensure to change the password to prevent access to any unknown devices. Now, if you still have problem, proceed with the next step, which is update the router firmware. So if your modem is still blinking, the problem might be with the firmware. Firmware is a software that keeps your XFi device running optimally. It needs to be up to date as it improves the performance and removes any bugs. Here's how to update it. So log in to the Xfinity website through the web app or web and find and click the modem settings tab followed by the option update router firmware. If there is any, download and install it. Once installed, the device automatically boots and gets your connection back on track. Now, another step is to change the router placement. At times, the location of your router might be the reason behind its suboptimal functioning. Obstructions like furniture, walls, and appliance block heat dissipation, causing the Wi-Fi box to heat up and in turn poor signal strength. So relocating it can help drastically. So you're gonna have to keep the router in an open area away from any obstructions. An open shelf should be ideal. Ensure the signals aren't blocked by any interference. Also clean the router periodically to avoid deposition of dust on heat vents and ensure it works normally. Now the last step to fix this problem, if you still have this problem, is to reset Xfinity modem. So if none of provided fixes work, perform a factory reset. It clears through any incorrect settings, glitches or other errors and brings it back to its next stage. So method 1, using the reset button. This button is usually small, resized as a distinct color to set it apart from others and it easily recognizable. Use a pen or a paper clip to gently press and hold the button for a few seconds until the front lights of your modem turn off. The modem automatically boots up and lights turn up after a few seconds. The router should return to its original factory settings. Method 2, using the app. So open the Xfinity My Account app, scroll down and select the Internet tab, find your modem and press restart. This might take several minutes, so stay patient, and basically that's all. So basically that's all you have to do to fix the blinking white light on the Xfinity router. I really hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.